understand what consumers really wanted, we synthesized the selection down to approximately 40 fabrics and had them quilted in about a 2-foot square. We put some tape around it. It was neat and clean. And we went to 3 major markets. We were in Philadelphia, Atlanta, and Los Angeles were the 3 markets we utilized. So to determine whether or not there was any significant differences geographically.
And those were mall intercepts, men and
They
women,
were typically
right?
more mall intercepts and primarily women that we went to find.
But the report, I think it came back that the number 1 of men and women in all places was the white on white, right?
Okay. But as I said in the book and in the article, what happened was the people were asked to grade the fabrics on a scale from 1 to 5. 1 was awful, 5 was fabulous. And then from that, they were able to ascribe a score for each one. And it was very much like an IQ score, because 100 would be average, an average score. And anything below 100 would be below average. Anything above 100 would be above average. And it was based on standard deviations from the mean being 100. So the results were incredible. This white on white fabric, which was at the time I called wedding white because it was just pure white, scored off the chart. It was a tremendous outlier. It had a score of about 157. So you're thinking about a person with an IQ of 157, that's really a genius. And in my recollection, it must have meant that virtually everybody gave that a 5. The next highest score was about 135, which obviously was very good. And had the white not been in there, we would have thought the 135 was an exceptional one. But the white was included not because we thought we would actually add it to the line because of the complexities of manufacturing, but because it was just something that was so unusual and different that I wanted to see how the consumer would react to it. And that was the stunning part of the research.
And the research also was the way to sell everyone on it. What did they know better than the research?
Then from that, because we had such conclusive results, what we were able to do is say to the company, our internal organization, there's no changing of fabrics. These are the fabrics that we're going to use, and it's not my favorite or Ed Steed's favorite. These are the favorites of the consumer. We are actually, we let the consumer pick these fabrics. So we're not going to change them. So that when the retailers saw it, they said, I don't want these fabrics. And we said, that's the only way we're going to make it. And the reason is because consumers selected these fabrics. We know these fabrics are absolutely spectacular and that there's not going to be any changing. So what did that accomplish for us? It put on the floor the most desirable looking mattresses, certainly. And secondly, it improved our operations enormously, because instead of running, I mean, literally probably 500 different fabrics, we probably were able to run 20.
Yeah.
We got the flow through on much fewer SKUs. Our quilting and manufacturing processes were more efficient because we weren't making such constant changeovers and causing waste and time. So we had a better product, better appeal from a marketing standpoint, and lower cost because we didn't have to, and we improved our service because we were always able to maintain the inventory of those fabrics.